Hey, what's up, y'all? This Exodus 1, aka Indigo Sky, aka Trigger right here. And I want y'all to like, subscribe, share, definitely hit notification bell if you like to support the channel. Cash App in the description. If you like to follow me on any other platforms, everything at the top of the description. I mean, in my YouTube. So with that being said, let's get this show on the road.
Creating custom clothing with tap stitch is simple. Start by choosing a garment, then click Design Now. On the left, you'll see four.
Crawford and Nolan Johnson. And Nolan, was you named after Nolan Ryan? Goddamn.
For years, you heard.
Was you named after Nolan Ryan? They said Sauce Walker tripping out about something about Drake smashed his girl or something. About to go to Hip Hop Booty. Y'all check this out. Check this out. See what's going on around here, Bridget. Hold on.
We back with another one, man. So Sauce
check out Hip Hop Booty, Bridget.
Goes off on Drake after Sauce Walker baby mama exposed. Drake been clapping her cheeks. And Sauce Walker ain't happy about it, man. So we got to go on here and get right into this.
A call just leaked of Sauce Walker saying F his own son and threatening to kill Drake after finding out that Drake stuck that light-skinned wee-wee in his baby mama and gave her some vicious backstrokes. This Sauce Walker...
Damn. Not light-skinned wee-wee. Light-skinned wee-wee.
And Drake beef has been going on for about a decade now. Sauce Walker dissed Drake over a decade ago because Drake didn't do a song with local Houston artists when he moved to Houston to live. Now, Sauce felt like Drake was using the Houston lingo, the Houston sauce, but he wasn't giving back to Houston by doing songs and features with him and other artists.
Come down here using our culture for lyrical content, and I ain't giving shit but a family fun day and some money to some hoes and tricking on the club. This music with artists from everywhere but Houston. What do you feel with H10?
This actually took place in 2015. Drake responded back to this at a concert in 2015 where Drake was in Houston when he said this, and he told Houston, listen, whatever that F-boy is saying is not gonna stop me from rocking with y'all and showing love to y'all. I don't hold it against y'all that there's one hater in the city. And Sauce Walker took offense to this, like a great deal of offense to this, even though he dissed Drake first.
Honest with you, I don't give a f*** what any ever says about me. This is a place that I love with all my heart. I'm trying to give you what I take from you.
And yeah, Drake do love Houston. I mean, he got songs about it. I mean, everybody know, like, I think he got a house down on there too. Like,
He got a song called Houston, Atlanta, Vegas, her. Houston, Atlanta, Vegas, her.
One of his favorite places. So you should already know if you beefing with him down there, if he don't want to do nothing, so he gonna smash your baby mama. I ain't gonna lie. If Buddha had the bag, I'd be smashing. Drop a Buddha for him. Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. If I had the bag Drake got and we got it too, smash your baby mama too.
I'm really honest with you. I don't give a f*** what any says about me. This is a place that I love with all my heart. I'm trying to give you what I take from you. I'm really honest with you. I don't give a f*** what any says about me. This is a place that I love with all my heart. I'm trying to give you what I take from you. I'm really honest with you. I don't give a f*** what any says about me. This is a place that I love with all my heart. I'm trying to give you what I take from you.
This was all taking place around the same time Meek Mill and Drake was beefing. So after Drake said that at the concert, Sauce Walker responded back to Drake by dropping a remix to Back to Back, right? He called it Whack to Whack. Now this was a Sauce Walker Drake diss track. And here are the lyrics to this, and you let me know if you guys think this is some fire or if it's mid. But a lot of people like forgot about this era. Like, I'll be real, like the 2015, 2016 era of hip hop is all lost. Like, to a lot of people, this is like new. So Sauce Walker said on the Whack to Whack diss track, he wrote, oh man, this blank trying to call the drip a dance. He trying to steal the flavor, but he can't. This ninja got a punani in his pants. I don't want to hear I'm picking on this ninja again. I knew the first day we met that we could never be friends. Cause you a MFing bit, you a clown, actor, the type to be on Bad Girls Club and Supernatural. Casting call ninjas, your whole life is fake. Your name Aubrey in the 6, they ain't call you Drake. You been wanting to be a rapper, but that ish was whack. Drop some songs that didn't work, so you had to act. I'll be real, bro. Again, this, my commentary might come across as like biased.
I ain't gonna even lie. Flacco, you ain't even really need to read that. It wasn't no. It wasn't even no point of bringing up the 2015 dish. You know what I'm saying? That was dead. After that, they had got back cool, and now I guess because of all this going on, now they gonna squash it. But at the same time, Sauce Walker, baby mama, Sauce Walker showed text messages with his baby mama every time Drake done something for her. She told Sauce, and she was giving Sauce some of the money. Oh wait, so you know how that goes.
But listen, I'm not biased, bro. Y'all know I'm not biased, bro. I like Sauce Walker, but this is not his best work. This is not his best work. Okay, this is not his best. This is trash. So he goes, Nickelodeon ninja, coaching ninja. You ain't black. You a effing Cambodian ninja. The grassy got cut and put your life on hold. So you came to H-Town and start riding that pole. Oh, geek-eyed ninja, what is that syrup at Treasure, spending your money on these bees, little pervs? And I ain't talking about dancers. You was paying for pee. I was pimping, so I knew about that ish. Hey, listen, man. The rumor out there is, if you guys don't know, by the way, now this is the rumor, because even Joe Budden said this.
They said that nigga was donkey smashing that man baby mama, dog. And to keep it P, bro, Sauce Walker should have even said nothing about this shit, bro. Sauce Walker should just let that one go, bro.
On his podcast, if it's not true, Drake, don't be mad at me, okay? But Joe Budden says that women have came out and said, yo, whenever a woman sleeps with Drake gives her $2,500 and an NDA, right? $2,500 sign his NDA, bound to secrecy. Now, if he's paying these women to sign an NDA, there's nothing wrong with that, right? Because I don't think anybody in their right from the mind will say that Drake needs to pay for P. Like, clearly, like, this is like an exchange. Hey, bro, I'm giving you this for your secrecy. But y'all get the gist of things. Now, according to Sauce Walker himself, the beef with Drake was not just all online. Apparently, they got active before, right? Because he would explain to academics, yo, me and Drake has had altercations in the past. It just ain't make the internet. But there's been run-ins with me and Drake. And I was shocked to hear this. And this kind of like went like under the radar and ignored.
You constantly coming in the city, I'm constantly trapping around the world. We gotta bump into each other. There's no such thing as not bumping into each other. And every altercation that me and Drake have had over the years, like y'all seen what y'all seen on camera, but it's a whole bunch that will go on in the city of Houston that's not on camera with different conversations and encounters where we run into each other. And you know what I'm saying? Like, I've always addressed every situation I ever, like, whatever I do on the internet, I'm gonna do it in real life. Like, I probably do worse in real life. So I address the situation like a man on multiple times, and over the years, you know, sometimes we'll bump heads or like we have you know what I'm saying, an argument about like, around each other, like Instagram, whatever. Like, one thing I said about Drake, like, he gonna respond, like, you know what I'm saying? Feeling like Drake ain't gonna respond, or like, you know what I'm saying, or he gonna like run from, like, I've like pulled up on Drake multiple times, like on some pressure. Bro, don't run from the situation. He gonna come talk to me over here. Let's talk like me and a woo, but like try to stood up for him. But you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna be me. We gonna be us. You know what I'm saying? But I will say that like Drake, he not gonna like act like this. If it's around him or he know that it's approaching, he not gonna like act like it don't exist, or he not like gonna like try to shun away or like do some scary.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? He gonna be
like, what y'all talking about?
Yeah, like what y'all talking about?
I didn't even know what
Yeah.
Now, Sauce Walker was.
But see, the whole thing is, it'll become a whole different ball game if Drake banging your baby mama. Now,
That's different.
if you see, this is where a lot of dudes be killing me at because they want to be P's and players and this and that. My whole thing is, if I'm not with my baby mama, I'm leaving my baby mama alone completely. You know what I'm saying? Besides seeing my kid or something like that. Other than that, everything else, I ain't messing with her on no type of level. If Drake smash you, Drake smash you. I'm smashing who I'm smashing. Like, that's y'all business. That's what y'all got going on. I don't really care about that. Like, same thing is like with the Diddy 50 and the Daphne girl situation. Like his baby mama, like 50 baby mama, like same thing. Like, bruh, if I ain't smashing you, I don't care what you got going on over there. But I'm not gonna seesaw and teeter and play on both sides. I'm not gonna call your phone arguing with you about what you doing with another guy. I don't even like talking about other guys. I'm never bringing up another guy to a female. Like, I ain't got time for all that. But at the end of the day, bro, you can't be like, you a P, you left her alone and all that, and then still trying to tell her what she can do, what she can't do, still be buying her bags. What you doing all that for? Like, a lot of these dudes will give me these interviews and like try to act like they okay with supporting their baby mama, even if their baby mama gets smashed by somebody else, and that don't be the case. Behind the scene, they be mad as hell, they be cursing her out, they be putting hands on her still. Like, bro, you been gone probably 6-7 months. You just upset, she ain't heard from you a day. But then as soon as you get back, she don't answer one phone call, you ready to go upside her head. Like, it's crazy, man. Y'all, I don't know, man. I ain't never been tired bringing up other guys, and even if, but once I'm done with you, I'm done with you. I ain't even trying to do nothing else with you, none of that, waiting on that.
Was under the assumption that this beef with Drake had been squashed. Because he even told academics that Drake reached out and they squashed it and they talk as men. Now, I don't know how long this peace treaty lasted, or if Drake had that boy on skates just to slide him off with his baby mama. But yeah, this beef was far from over, even when Sauce Walker thought it was over.
It got to a point where bro just like reached out to me, or he invited me to a party here in Houston. He had like a get together or whatever at David Bustin. He invited me to the spot. You know how we get down to Houston, like that's another thing. So it ain't that many places in the world you can go to.
No, he like them buses everywhere. Like them buses in Times Square.
I understand that.
I think that's just like you want to play.
Like that whole setup of how that vibe is though.
You probably got that from Houston.
I'm telling you.
Also play them buses.
We do that in a lot of spots. We do that in a lot of spots. Bowling alley, race car place, Top Golf. Like Houston is a place where it's gonna be some rich player from the city gonna come to this place for 30,000, 50,000, 20,000, whatever y'all want. So we shutting the club, we shutting this event space down tonight. And that's gonna be our thing. We finna come here and smoke weed. We finna have girls up here twerking. We finna turn whatever it is. If this was, like I said, it could be not Chuck E. Cheese. That's for kids. I'm just saying.
Yeah, I get it.
Sauce Walker was under the assumption his beef with Drake was squashed. I don't think Drake was aware. Like, I don't think Drake got the memo that he wasn't supposed to be beefing with Sauce Walker anymore. Because when Sauce Walker and Adam 22 got into it, Adam 22 will go on his podcast with Whack 100 and he will state that when he was on FaceTime with Drake, Drake said some non-favorable things about Sauce Walker. And when this clip went out there, Sauce Walker responded back to Drake, just restarting their beef again, right? That was supposedly squashed last year.
Talk about the G-Wagon, talk this, listen.
Let's just say that Drake has been giving me a little bit more information about Sauce that I might not otherwise have.
I'm trying to, so
even back then, like I don't know, like he's someone who just decided that he wanted to beef with me, even though I've always shown him full respect. And honestly, even when me and Drake were having our little FaceTime powwow about him last night, like Drake, it was like, yeah, I respect him. He's a hustler. He made something out of himself out of Texas, but he just got to stop popping that he's something that he ain't. And I'm like, yes, exactly. It's like, it's weird that me and Drake feel like we kind of got the same exact treatment from him.
You think?
I mean, he's not some fucking business genius that he wants to paint himself as. And if he was, why would you be on Twitch for 9 hours a day to 200 people?
I don't think Drake wanted that information out. I think Drake and Adam was just gossiping, right, about Sauce Walker probably random.
That's it. And low key, now it makes sense to me because obviously Sauce Walker baby mama been pillow talking, and Sauce Walker probably was saying stuff about Drake, and because he was saying stuff about Drake to her, more than likely she was going back telling Drake, and that's why Drake never ended the beef for real, because Drake knew, nigga, no, in the public, you acting like we good and you want to make songs with me and all that, but behind the scenes, I'm Hulk smashing your baby mama, and you want to talk down to your baby mama.
Not Hulk smash. I mean, say he Hulk smashing his baby mama. Not Hulk smash.
About me, and she's telling me everything. That pillow talking. So now when Drake and Adam 22 get on the phone, they doing even more pillow talking about Sauce Walker. Like, you see what I'm saying? A whole lot of these dudes beef don't even be because of them, or don't even be because they did nothing to each other for real. It be this girl stuff. It be that pillow talking. So when you get involved, when you get wrapped up in that pillow talking, man, it don't do nothing but cause a lot of problems. And that's what's going on right here. Now it makes sense to me. Because I see Drake and Sauce be like, okay, I guess they cool. But now I see why they not cool. Drake getting the kick out of smashing his baby mama and buying her cars and doing all this and that. So Drake looking at him like, man,
He's right, you know.
he ain't nobody. He can't even buy his baby mama opinions. I got her. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because you know how Sauce be popping it. You feel me? But if Drake doing all that for your baby mama, Drake gonna see you as a dude that ain't got it like that. It is what it is.
Like very briefly, and then he shared that where Drake is saying, man, Sauce be thinking he the man. He not really the man. He not really popping how he think he popping. But Sauce Walker took offense to this, and he responded. And apparently, like that, like that peace treaty him and Drake had went out the window after this moment right here.
I think somebody said Sauce Walker be acting like he really him, but he ain't really him like that. I'm trying to understand where that makes sense. I'm trying to understand where?
Bad Ones Hoodie, Episode 3 merch. Support the show the real way, get the merch. Wear it, rep the crew. Don't free ride, join the team.
I'm trying to understand where and how is Sauce Walker not him like that, but he think he look like that. I'm just trying to figure it out. I'm just trying to get it. When you look across the street, right there, all the way across the street, don't they see Enterprise? You see that sign over there? It's like Enterprise, right? If anybody on the straight up and use Enterprise, okay, well, this is my Enterprise.
Apparently, though, between the timeline of the Academics interview from last year and today, within that timeline, Sauce Walker and Drake reignited their feud, their back beefing. And within that timeline, Drake found a way to crack Sauce Walker baby mama. This is the baby mama that Drake apparently gave vicious back.
Now, I ain't gonna lie, according to Sauce Walker, Drake been cracking his baby mama for years, and he knew. See, that's when it get lost with me, and I don't understand dudes. If you know another dude cracking your baby mama and you okay with it, why yell, argue, and put hands on a dude? I don't know, man. I don't get it. Maybe it's because I ain't in all that. That just ain't my whole thing, I guess. But I don't even understand it, because he already knew Drake.
Oh, my own girl, dog. I don't want to smash behind nobody. I don't do no double dipping. I don't do none of that type shit. That's just not my style. If I know Somebody like baby. If I know Drake got a baby mama, I don't want to smash this man baby mama. I'm just being honest with you.
He's right, you know.
He literally showed text messages where they was talking about. She was talking about her and Drake relationship, and she pillow talking back and forth like it's a mess, man.
Strokes too. Now I can't tell if this is a pong or a light skinned woman. I honestly can't tell. Yo, like a lot of these IG chicks, yo, the white girls look like they light skinned. I just can't tell. But regardless, apparently the baby mama is now Sauce Walker top op and #1 enemy because Drake cracked. Right? Sauce Walker is calling her phone, telling her F her son. It's beef, it's smoke, it's war because she dealt with Drake and she smashed Drake, knowing that Drake and Sauce Walker don't get along. So she leaked a call where she's telling her that he's gonna shoot up Drake's car and that he run the city. This is just ego stuff, right? Like this is a conversation where you find out that man has stuck beef stick in your woman, in your baby mama, and you just letting her know that you is bigger, badder, tougher, and better than him. But because it's Drake, right, you can't really play you smash a bump, you can't really play that card, so you gotta play the I'm gangster, he not card. But I don't think she can. I think she is fully aware that this man Drake is the biggest thing on the planet. So regardless of street credibility, she still feels like he's better.
They don't say nothing about me with my baby mama or nothing. I'ma handle y'all. It's that simple. I don't know what the consequences is.
Why? Yeah, you handle me. You already handle me. So what's the matter? You already put your hands on me. You already do all that already. So what the even matter?
I got you talking about my whole house.
Word to the wise. Don't put your hand on your baby mama. Please, guys. Don't I don't care what you and your baby mama have been through. Don't put your hands on them, bro. Stall out, Debo.
You don't put my hands on you, though. But I did. You got to jump on my black hole. This shit on video.
Yeah, because you had me set up. Are you proud of that? Does that make you feel good?
I will get you jumped again. I don't give a... Just like I get Drake smoked, I will get Drake car shot at. So, well, you better realize what nobody talking about.
Okay, you need to calm down.
No, I don't need to do nothing.
Yeah, you do.
I'm so disappointed in Sauce Walker, man. In his Drake diss track, Whack to Whack, he admitted that he's a pimp. Sauce Walker is supposed to operate on a different frequency that regular men aren't.
It's messed up too, man. Everybody don't be on their P, man. I tell them all the time, if you ain't picking up what I'm putting down, you can move around. You know what I'm saying? That's how I tell them. You know what I'm saying? You know, you move your feet too fast, baby, you lose your seat. You see what I'm saying? A lot of people ain't know, you know what I'm saying? School, I can tell you a little something, but I ain't gonna, you know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna get into all that, man. A lot of dudes, they just don't be staying on their P, man, and that be the problem. They don't know how to maintain. You gotta maintain that P. You gotta stay calm and collected. You can't be going upside a female head. You can't be arguing with her about another dude. If you gonna stand on your P, it's just certain type of stuff that you cannot be doing at all because you ain't a P no more. That ain't being P. And you got to stand on your P. You gotta tell them that. You know what I'm saying? Crazy, man.
If it's one thing they gonna do is give it up. Bro, you knew the consequences of beefing with Drake. You knew there was gonna be pain behind that. And by pain, I mean her vagina gonna feel pain behind that. You knew one of your girls was gonna get F, bro. Just pray that it wasn't the main one. Right? Bambi, Bob, whatever her name is. Just pray it wasn't her. And I'll be real, you probably gotta check her phone, man. Drake's a sniper. But you crashing out as a P, as somebody who's part of the ism, who's part of the game? Mr. Put It In My Hand? You crashing out over a broad? You willing to do life for it? You already made a bad decision by giving this broad to broad like a kid. You already made a bad decision. Do you really want to compound a bad decision, giving her a kid, then crashing out over her and doing life because she gave up her vagina? What sense does that make? What sense does that make? And I'll be real. Right, and I say life in prison because that's...
See, I tell them all the time, man, if the situation ain't right, I'm gonna put some paint where it ain't. You know what I'm saying? All I want to hear you say is that you can do it. I don't want to hear nothing about you can't. See, a lot of these dudes is not on their P, man. You got to know these things. It should flow naturally. It should just come off the top of your head. You should already know these things, man. But once you ain't on your P, that's when you get to arguing with your baby mama about who she smashing and this dude and that dude. And nah, man, you slacking on your pimping, man. You ain't on your P. You worried about too, but it's hard to stay on your P if you worried about who your baby mama smashing. It's hard to be on your P if you're worried about Drake and what type of car Drake done bought your baby mama and all that. Now you gotta stay on your P. You gotta stay focused on your P. You got to. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy, man.
That's if you can get to Drake. 9 times out of 10, you probably will get smoked trying to play with Drake, man. Walk around with 9-foot-tall off-duty officers as security guards, bro. Drake walk around with the avatars, man. Right? Avatars, bulletproof trucks, a carousel of vehicles, police escorts. You try to get to Drake as a death sentence. I don't understand why you would even play like that. Now, if you're saying it over that phone call, that means you have thought about it. And if those thoughts is creeping in your mind, if you were so bothered that Drake smashed one of your chicks, bro, you got to give up like the ism, bro. Like, you got to give up being in the game, homie, because that's sad. Man, y'all let me know in the comment section what y'all.
Hey, man, like I say, just make sure
y'all check out Hip Hop Buddha, man. That's what we just got through reacting to. Let me see. Jay-Z kicked out Rory and Mal for being Drake fans at Roots Picnic. Damn. We about to check out Chig Smooth, y'all. Chig Smooth.
YouTube, chicks. You know what to do, chicks. Fine, you know I like chicks smooth. Chicks smooth. Is somebody I really enjoy listening to on YouTube because Chick just got an intellectual curiosity about things.
Oh man, Tasha K, count your fucking days, you lying piece of. Now, you would think somebody who's got a bunch of lawsuits pending, you just lost to Cardi B in a lawsuit and you owe her a bunch of money, which, by the way, Tasha, stop hiding that bread you got. You still gotta pay Cardi B her money. We know exactly what you're doing, Tasha K. You're hiding money, you're putting money in different offshore accounts, you're playing legal games with Cardi B so you don't have to pay that to.
He's right, you know.
It's back. Listen, no matter where you hide that money, best believe Cardi B is going to collect eventually. Now,
come on now, dog. Come on, man.
Tasha K has told a bunch of lies in the past, but this one today might be the worst one yet, you guys. Now, after Jay-Z went on stage and dissed Drake at the Roots Picnic, we all made jokes that Maul would have to pick sides between Jay-Z and Drake, but Tasha K just went all the way left with it. She tweeted saying, whoa. First off, anytime you gotta start off a tweet with whoa, you're fucking lying. She said, just got word that Jay-Z allegedly kicked Rory and Mal out of his section at Roots Picnic. Allegedly, he told them, I thought you were both Drake fans. First off, come on, dog. Hey, Tasha K, you could have used ChatGPT.
Man, I ain't gonna lie to you. That's cap. That's cap.
Stop the cap.
That's cap.
No voice.
You could have used Claude or any other AI programs out there to write a more believable tweet. When is Jay ever going to confront somebody for liking another artist? She goes on to say he then proceeded to kick him out. This is bad news considering they are Rock Nation talent. Signed to him. Hey, listen, man. I know y'all hate Jay-Z, but come on, yo. Even if you don't like the guy, you gotta admit that this is some fucking bullshit right here. All these lies and conspiracies about Jay-Z and Rock Nation is the reason why Charlemagne put out that warning to anybody lying on him.
14 million views. 14 million views. People doing whole YouTube think pieces like, come on, man. Listen, don't ruin your own credibility just because you hate Jay-Z and Rock Nation. Yeah. Like, come on, bro. Well, no, it's gonna bring unnecessary problems to the people who continue to, lie and spread these narratives.
So you mean to tell me, Tasha K, out of everything Jay had going on that night, all the guests that came to see him, Dave Chappelle, all the rappers, his Rockefeller members, everybody, you want me to believe that he took time to spot Rory in the mall somewhere and confront him for being Drake fans? Now, I was not gonna cover this bullshit until the Rory and Mal crew packed up Tasha K. It was a very easy and quick pack up. Mal responded saying, wait, I was home watching Game 7. So that right there immediately shows that Tasha K was lying. The marriage from the rope.
Bruh said he was at home watching Game 7, which I was too. I was watching Game 7.
Come on now, dog. Come on, man.
One of the best Game 7s I ever seen.
Real Mall podcast responded saying, say swear to God. The two guys that was there at the Roots picnic with Rory watching the show responded as well. Fraser, who just interviewed Jay-Z, said, yo, I watched the show with Rory. What are you talking about, Tasha K? You could have easily watched the last Rory and Mall podcast episode to know that Mall was not going to be there.
I'll see you in the fairgrounds.
If y'all see Rory walk up to him and ask for a picture, he's not shy at all. I don't mind taking photos at festivals. I don't mind that. That's why I don't go. Aw, you don't? You don't like taking photos? Why? At a festival, I'm sweating hot.
Yo, even the Rory and Mal page got in on the action. And I feel like this is Rory tweeting from this page. They said yes. Instead of preparing for his headlining performance with the Roots, he walked from backstage through the crowd to the Douce Lounge to make sure Rory wasn't there because of Drake. Hey, listen guys, I get it. If she really needs the money that bad from having to pay Cardi B from the lawsuits, then who are we to shame her for lying? You guys get in the comments below. What do you guys make of this Tasha K?
Damn.
Tweet claiming that Rory and Mal were kicked out of the show by Jay-Z for being Drake fans. Is there any possibility that something like this might have happened? Maybe Rory got kicked out, not Mal. Like this video, subscribe to my channel. I'll see you guys later.
Turn on the federal jail line mumbling something about having too much in his drink. You know how dumb that is? Another one fumbled his wonder how I get the blame. Niggas' teeth is tumbling out their mouth and somehow I'm the one who's done it.
That nigga said niggas' teeth is tumbling out of their mouth. God damn, Jay-Z. Bruh.
Murder mystery game.
Oh, see, this is the clear version. So the other one was
You had to catch Kyle and funk it. What you punk this, I'm the one who struck the pain. That hill you can die on. There's way too much flat that comes from those planes. I'm killing them softly. What's understood don't need to be explained. You wanted one way as the other. I still on you suckers, I follow you niggas game. I ain't much for me, just know how. Cancel the brunches, I remember the hunger pain. The price of the bricks going up. It's gonna cost you a beat and even say my name.
It cost you a beat and you would say my name. Damn. Yeah, buddy goddamn ripped that shit. Hey, Drake, this is a word to the wise, Drake. Leave that boy alone, boy. Leave that boy alone. You're gonna be out here looking like Florida Evans, my nigga. When James died. Damn, I got so much shit on here, man.
trying to get understand? I really get understand. As unharmed player. Y'all thugs with y'all thugs again. Everybody think they're the ones insane. You're no maniac. Watch y'all maniac in my presence, nigga, straight. I need a new therapist. This shit is not working. I'm truly on the brink. Y'all better not encourage him. Y'all don't want me to think these thoughts that I think. That nut ass nigga still stuttering. That chatty patty
That
dog
nigga
is
said,
up
what?
again. Quest introduced me to Jaguar. I don't know why I still fuck with him. You wonder why I do the freestyle rehearsal. That lady back on the stuff, she sound like she in love with him. Her kiss. Enough of that. Can't be my eye. I got MAGA Republicans. Those shots came from the very top of the government. Good luck with them. I'm coming by God. You trying to break the government. I prayed for 40 days. My neck get flooded again. This get flooded again. My net worth went up again. My next update, the jig is up. Nigga, I'm up 10. Wrong chart, champ. You gotta look up again. Niggas look up the hole. I never looked up to them. Niggas got your punishing gangster. Go talk tough to them. Don't talk some sense to me. Niggas is working. In perpetuity, how your contract is
In perpetuity. That boy said in perpetuity is how your contract is working. Ooh. Hold on, bro.
This shit flooded again. My net worth went up again. My next update, the jig is up. Nigga, I'm up 10. Wrong chart, champ. You gotta look up again. Niggas look up the hole. I never looked up to them. Niggas got your punishing gangster. Go talk tough to them. Don't talk some sense to me. Niggas is working. In perpetuity, how your contract is worded.
He said in perpetuity is how your contract is worded. Damn. That nigga, he hard for that one.
Bruce, remember,
In
even when the
perpetuity.
streets pretend not too much of my name. Don't forget who I am. Hattie loves her Shawnees. S-H-A-W-N. I find it adorable she put the S at it.
Damn. Y'all check out Chid Smooth, bro. That shit. But he got the goals on it. His DMs leak. Oh man, more David update. I don't know if I'm gonna do that. Let me see though. I might do that shit. Low Tisa Tails, nigga. And we might have to do this one. We about to react to Poetic Flacco, y'all. Really, really horrible news for NBA YoungBoy and his goons.
You know how you're talking about something, the next thing you know, you see an ad of it online? Creepy, right? That's because you're being tracked like.
Really bad news for NBA YoungBoy and his crew. It looks like this All-Star JR situation is a lose-lose situation for them. There's literally no win in this. All-Star JR new charges has everyone very suspicious of YoungBoy's crew. And it feels like they're in a position to where they either get federally indicted or they get labeled rats. There's really no in-between. If they don't get federally indicted, they get labeled a rat. Here's where the suspicion of NBA YoungBoy's crew come in. So All-Star JR was initially arrested by the feds for being in possession of a firearm in relation to the incident where All-Star JR shot NBA Ben 10 and J Prince affiliates at the Houston nightclub Confessions. Now, when he was arrested, in the complaint, they listed out all type of things, such as All-Star JR standing over NBA Ben 10 and shooting him multiple times while Ben 10 lay there unconscious. All-Star JR chasing people down throughout the hall, shooting at them with their back turns, running away. But they didn't charge him with shooting anybody. They just charged him with being in possession of a firearm. But here's where the confusing part comes in. The feds picked up the case, but they only picked it up for being in possession of a firearm because the state of Texas just charged All-Star JR as lately as this week for aggravated assault leading to spinal injury. So we have an altercation that took place where All-Star JR picked up NBA Ben 10 and members of the Youngboy crew's firearm, and then used that same firearm to shoot at them. The feds charged.
But what would you have did? Shit, I'm doing the same shit. They say he tried to shoot the man in the head, but he ran out of bullets. That's crazy. A nigga keeps shooting you and you think he stand over your head and you thinking, well, this might be the last shot.
All-Star JR for being in possession of a firearm for that incident. Then the state charged him for actually firing the firearm. I'm so confused here. Why would the feds only pick up half of the case and the state pick up the other half? Especially...
That sounds kind of like the Young Thug case. That shit was a state RICO.
When Houston PD listed All-Star JR as the victim, they listed him as the victim after reviewing the footage. And they said that he was defending himself after men jumped him and tried to snatch his chain.
Police are searching for a gunman they say shot 2 men inside of a nightclub late last night.
Yeah, this happened at Confessions on Kirby Drive, where police say a violent altercation quickly ramped up. KHOU11's Devon Rami joins us live from outside that restaurant where this all happened. Devon, walk us through what exactly led.
The name of where he got shot at was Confessions. I wonder if Usher was there. Was Usher there?
Up to the shooting.
Hey, good morning, Alona and Jacob. So this all happened, police say, just behind me here inside the Confessions nightclub there, which is on the second floor of this building where you see all those lights on and the sign lit up there reading Confessions. Now, it all quickly spiraled into a chaotic fist fight, ending in gunfire that left 2 men critically injured, according to Houston police. Now, police say
2 men critically injured.
This all happened around 11:30 last night inside Confessions here on.
This is where I look at these, like, break. But this is where Ben 10 fucked up at. Ben 10 went and with a crew jumped on this man. How y'all drop y'all gun and he get the gun, bro? Like, watch out, bro. Man, watch out. Watch out, man.
Kirby Drive. Investigators say an altercation involving 3 men broke out when 2 men tried to rip chains off another man's neck. Now, it's unclear if they knew each other. Police say the 2 suspects took the man to the ground and managed to steal his chains. Moments later, several others jumped in, turning the situation into a massive fight with multiple people beating the victim before he was able to pull out a gun and shot 2 people multiple times.
We got some folks on the scene that are talking to us and got some good video. So that's where we are right now. You know, prayers for those 2 guys that were shot. Again, we don't know all the details yet, exactly why all this occurred. But like I said, our investigators will get to the bottom of that.
This case is just odd and it doesn't make sense. The same police department who listed All-Star JR as the victim in this situation is charging him with something that even the feds have refused to charge him with.
Damn. I didn't even know that. I didn't know that part. So the feds don't want to charge him. So they might have to do the state RICO, I guess.
It's aggravated assault leading to spinal injury. Now, All-Star JR shot 2 people. Both were not a threat to him, right? Both had their back turned. The other dude he shot was running out the door when All-Star JR shot him. Ben 10 was on the ground lifeless when All-Star JR shot him.
So I guess, goddamn, by them fleeing the scene, he shouldn't have shot. That's pretty much, he probably would be free right now. But if somebody jumping on you like that, who's to say what you would do, how you would feel at that moment? If they came jumped on you and they gun end up in your hand, my nigga, shit, you can't, you don't know what a motherfucker might be thinking at that moment in time. So, shit.
They're only charging All-Star JR with the attack on NBA Ben 10. It doesn't make sense whatsoever. But there are two theories floating around that explains this and might give context to it. Both theories look terrible for YoungBoy and his crew. More specifically, YoungBoy crew, because he could just ditch them niggas right once it gets back. But yeah, the two theories that's floating around that would make this make sense is very bad news for YoungBoy's crew. Now, the reason why they're charging All-Star JR with aggravated assault that led to spinal injury, well, because the police finally confirmed NBA Ben 10 has been capping and lying to us all along. He has irreversible, he's paralyzed. Like, he is paralyzed for life, according to the police.
Damn.
That forced NBA Ben 10.
Damn. He paralyzed for life. You went and jumped on a nigga and got paralyzed. That's what you
ultimately
did.
Come out and confirm he's been lying all along and that he is paralyzed, but he claims this just what comes with being shot and that he's gonna walk someday. The doctor said he just gotta learn how to walk again. Man, all right, bro.
Order
It ain't funny, bro. It's not funny, bro.
Order too much and you're paying for mud you don't need.
But I will say, y'all, if you play stupid games, you get stupid prizes, bro. For sure. I'm telling you, my nigga.
Wait a minute. Who are you?
Big ass lizards. What up, cuz? Got Pistol P with me.
We're going through that situation right now, but we still thinking it up.
There's that. After months of lying to us, it looks like the truth is finally out. He is paralyzed. Now, here's where we currently sit at. All-Star JR has been hit with a Fed case and a state case. He's been hit with possessing a firearm and shooting NBA Ben 10. The reason why the possession of the firearm charges specifically doesn't make sense, if All-Star JR got the gun from NBA Ben 10 and Draper Jr. when the gun fell to the ground while he was being jumped, he didn't bring the gun to the venue. He picked up the gun to defend himself, and he left the gun.
That's what I'm saying. Like, you can't, bro, somebody point of view at that time, they jumping you, bro, and you get a gun in your hand, but that's like a fucking movie or some shit. Like, you couldn't write that shit was like a movie, nigga. They got paralyzed out here, boy. For real. I know he woke up the next morning like
at the venue
looking ass.
So the only reason he'll be charged with possession of a firearm is if somebody told him, folks, no, he brought the gun in, that was not our gun. That's the first thing. Now, All-Star JR's crew and his team believes that NBA Ben 10 is telling and snitching on him. Academics believes that the reason why the feds is charging All-Star JR initially is because they're building a larger case on NBA Ben 10 and the YoungBoy crew, which would make sense why All-Star JR was listed as the victim, but NBA Ben 10...
I thought about that too. They might be building a bigger case. Like, it's like some gang shit or something. So, like, yeah.
Jay Prince and nobody involved have been charged with aggravated robbery because they did rob him at gunpoint. They had a gun on him, right? They stole, like $100,000 in possessions from All-Star JR? So in that regard, why haven't they been charged with robbery yet? Why haven't...
Yeah, damn. Hey, facts though, but...
They've been charged with assault yet. Academics believe there's, again, the feds are building a larger case against YoungBoy. And then we'll get to why All-Star JR and his team believes NBA Ben 10 is snitching on them.
What kind of investigation is that? Are you saying federal informants?
No. I'm saying it could be a racketeering thing. It could be something ongoing.
we've seen in situations, obviously, like the feds usually move different than the state, but let's look at what happened in Memphis. Big Jook, they didn't pick Big Jook up immediately. Like, he was pretty much part of the larger thing. Also, let's look at King Von. King Von, a lot of people felt like they shouldn't have dropped the case on statewide when it came to the whole thing with the shooting in 2019. That was when he get picked up by the feds. Actually, they're trying to put it up there now again. So sometimes they allow someone to be free because maybe they got a bigger investigation going on, and you locking them up now for this. You know, granted, it is a charge, but it might be the larger scale investigation. That's the only thing I could think.
That's one theory. Now, I watched the Trapper Ross documentary where NBA YoungBoy is, he's rapping about having 14 bodies. Maybe they are investigating them for one body, and they're about to tie this into that, into the larger RICO conspiracy. That's one theory. The second theory is, well, they snitching. All right, they is snitching. That is the second theory. And
who's snitching?
All-Star JR's representative, Dogface, he believes that NBA Ben 10 told the police something and that he's snitching. And, I interviewed Dogface, so, here's the full
so look, y'all, this is where I don't get where they could say he's snitching at, because I'm sure any fight, people gonna hold their cameras out. They was on a public place with cameras. So it's like, where he's snitching at? If it's on camera, if it's on camera,
that's different. Is snitching and has cooperated with the police. We are back, man, with probably the most viral hip-hop commentator right now on the internet, man. Dogface, how you feeling, man?
All's well, brother. I'm a little bit jet lagged, but other than that, all's well.
Yeah, man. Hey, bruh, dog, I can't turn on Instagram without seeing a Dogface clip now, man. Brother, you everywhere, man. Feel me like one maneuver, because like a year ago you were like laying low, right? Ain't really care about like the media stuff. Everywhere. So how did you even like maneuver that?
Well, I mean, one of the biggest misconceptions that I knew when it comes to this medium. I actually started podcasting in 2011.
Really?
So I pioneered podcasting. In 2011, the word podcast was even part of the urban vernacular, bro. People didn't know what podcasting was.
2011, 2012. That's when I started fucking with YouTube, but I wasn't like going live and all that shit like that. I just had a little page just to have one. Because I had
the only reason we had a podcast, the Howard Stern show and the Rush Limbaugh show. So I've actually been operating this space for the better part of 14, 15 years. Over the course of the last year or two, I kind of like refocused my energy and decided to turn up because, all things is possible. Podcasting.
Yeah, it's easy, bro. You just gotta put your mind to it. That's it.
So it's sexier than it used to be 5, 6, 7, 8 years ago. And then there's the potential, and it's endless potential in podcasting now. And in my view, podcasting is the new king of urban media.
Nah, that's facts, man. All right, man. But speaking of an urban media, man, you.
You were watching a master at work.
I've been the most credible voice when it comes to this All-Star JR situation, man. You called it. You told the world that NBA Ben 10 was paralyzed. He lied until he couldn't lie no more, right?
Yeah.
And now he has officially confirmed that he is paralyzed, man. So when you heard that news that NBA Ben 10 is officially paralyzed. Now the fans are saying he's officially and permanently paralyzed. He's saying the doctors told him he just got to practice and was able to walk eventually.
I don't know, but I feel like the man really paralyzed, bro. Bro, you got shot up close, you know what I'm saying? And you was laying on pavement, bro. You paralyzed, but I don't think he's gonna walk again.
So what's your thoughts on that?
But through the grace of God, he will walk again. But hey, guess what? He might be fucked up.
You are watching a master at work.
Imagine having the power to uncover vital information about anyone, right at your fingertips.
My thoughts on that is that nothing that he says is credible. Everything that he's saying, or that he will say, or that he has said, is meant to kind of like throw the public off, throw people who actually concerned off base, so that they really can't get to the real, they can't get to the guts of what's really going on with him. I don't think anything that he said has been credible, thus far, because like you so eloquently pointed out, he's lied from the very beginning, all trying to save face, all trying to clout chase, and all trying to justify all that happened with this whole situation. So I don't think anything that Ben 10 or anybody from that camp, not just him, anybody else from that camp, you know, he's been the most vocal. He's been the most vocal because I believe he's the most stupid out of all of them. So he's the one because of his closest to NBA YoungBoy. He's the one who feels like he has a point to prove, which is stupid, but he's the one who feels like that he has to prove a point by trying to throw people off, trying to make himself look as gangster as possible. Well, none of this, from top to bottom, is gangster. None of it what happened, none of it happened. Nothing about that incident was gangster. It's all unfortunate, and I wish, from the inside looking out, I wish none of it would have happened.
Well, facts, man. But do you hope that he walks again?
I don't give he doesn't walk. I'm not concerned with his physical condition. I'm not concerned with his mental condition. As a black man, I mean, I'm not just a total person. So all I would say about that is that I wish it would have never happened to begin with. But since it did happen,
you shouldn't have jumped on the man. If you would have jumped on that man, he would be walking right now, bro. So that's your fault, dog. Stupid.
He hasn't exactly enamored himself in the general public to make people feel sorry for him, man. Right now, he's trying to present himself to the whole world like he's a victim in order to justify that he's told the federal government about what happened that night.
Wait, hold on. So you believe that he's currently cooperating with the federal government and he has given information?
He definitely did.
And how you know this?
We know that just based on looking at the charges. So listen, when you look at what happened tonight, and I think we talked before. So let's just kind of like get to the heart of what took place here. Let's kind of like dispel some of the rumors and do away with a lot of the myths surrounding what happened. People took, first of all, Jay Prince Jr. made a statement on Instagram a couple of days after this incident transpired. He made an Instagram post where he said that none of this was supposed to happen. It wasn't a plan. It wasn't orchestrated. It wasn't prearranged. He said that he arrived late to a party that's already ongoing at Confessions, which was OG3's party. He arrived late due to the fact that he had to attend his uncle's birthday party and then he had to go to physical therapy. None of that was true. None of that was true, which is why he took that down, because he nailed himself to the chronological time chain of events that took place. OG3's birthday party, his birthday celebration with his family and friends, it was never at Confessions. His birthday party, the birthday celebration, was at a restaurant called Atlantic Oceans in Houston. A part of the Atlantic Oceans birthday party package is what they do is they create novelty menus with whoever the birthday person named on the menu. And so he was at Atlantic Oceans, and he didn't leave to go to Confessions until he got a phone call from Jay Prince Jr. And that's when the entire birthday party, women, kids, children, got up and left, and they met Jay Prince Jr. in the parking lot of Confessions, and they came into the restaurant together. So Jay Prince Jr. saying that he arrived late to a party that's already ongoing at Confessions is not true. They got there at 11 o'clock. It happened on Wednesday, April 8th. On Wednesdays, Confessions closes at midnight. The kitchen closes at 11:30. They arrived at 11:30. If you examine the police report, it says the incident took place at approximately 11:30. So they got there as the restaurant was closing. The kitchen was closed. They got there and they arrived all together. They didn't arrive separately. Jay Prince Jr., he did not arrive to a party that was already ongoing. They arrived together. They walked in together. They confronted All-Star Jet all together. So all that drives.
Now, here, okay, so when you say Ben 10 may have given information to the feds, now...
I'm telling you that Ben 10 did give information to the feds. Yeah. I'm telling you.
Here, yes, right? All right, so now, again, we might not know the exact information, but from your best knowledge, what do you think that he told the feds? Or no, he told the feds?
He was questioned. So listen, so the one thing, see, people are kind of like jumping the gun and diving in and out of this, depending on what side of the equation they come down in favor. Hey, listen, Flacco, you're a wise man. You're an uber intelligent individual. If you think that Ben 10 and NBA Ron and the rest of those demonic, satanic, worshiping ass, if you think that he sat in that hospital for 3.5 weeks, almost a month, and nobody in law enforcement questioned him about what transpired that night at the press, you know that's not true. You know that the local, state, and federal officials came to the hospital room to question him and to get this side of what happened. Yeah, and the reason why he's going tone deaf is not because he got shot again. The reason why he is silenced himself is because everything that he did, that he said, is getting ready to surface. Everything that OG3 did and said, everything that the dead end Ron, everything that the people who were in their camp said to law enforcement, all that to come out now. All that tough gangster that they were trying to sell on the general public, none of that's true. He made a statement. So listen, All-Star JR, as you know, he didn't stay around to be questioned by law enforcement officials. He left, right? He left the gun, he got in his truck, and he left. And then he came back to Michigan, right? Yeah. So, he was communicating with law enforcement through his lawyer. He never made an official statement. They were trying to get him to give a play-by-play description of what transpired. His disposition was.
His disposition was like, nigga, I'm finna kill you. You trying to rob me and I'm finna kill you, guys.
The camera tells it all. It tells the whole story about what took place. If you want to know what happened, go look at the camera.
Oh, thank you, bro. Appreciate it.
And not just the...
I don't know
okay. But here is where what works in your favor too, is because the camera tells it all, that if somebody did not tell the police, hey, that gun that fell to the ground, it fell out of his pocket. Because if what the camera shows is a gun falling to the ground and him picking it up and then him dropping it off before leaving, then that falls within the law of that's not possession of a firearm, because if the assailants dropped a firearm and he picked it up and defended himself with the firearm, then like he can't be charged with possession of a firearm, because I don't know if
so that's kind of true. That's kind of true. But he still had it in his possession though, because dude got paralyzed. So
has experience with the feds, but he knew exactly what to do. Like he knew to put it down here and walk out the place without it, because the statute says if you walk and leave the premises with it, you're now in possession of a firearm.
If you leave with it. He left it right there. It was like, you know what I'm saying?
They were charged with a possession of a firearm is if somebody told them that, no, that was his gun, he brought it in. Now, I'm not saying Ben 10 said that, because you feel me, I ain't gangster, you gangster. But I'll be real, that was very suspicious.
So listen, Flacco, so let's back up for 1 second, if we may. So listen, so there is